Many women notice a sudden increase in belly fat after the age of 35, even when they're eating the same food and staying just as active as before. If this sounds familiar, it's not your fault. It's a biological shift that almost every woman goes through. And today, I will explain the real science behind it and what you can do to reverse it naturally. One of the biggest reasons belly fat increases after 35s is a gradual decline in estrogen. Most women don't realize that estrogen begins dipping quietly in the mid-30s, long before menopause. Estrogen plays a huge role in where your body decides to store fat. When levels are healthy, women tend to store more fat in the hips and thighs. But as estrogen decreases, the body automatically shifts fat storage toward the abdomen. This type of belly fat is called visceral fat, and it's more hormonally active. It raises inflammation, increases cortisol, and makes it easier to gain even more weight around the midsection. Lower estrogen also weakens insulin sensitivity and disrupts hunger hormones like leptin and ghrelin, which explains cravings and changes in appetite that many women start feeling around this age. Another major factor is the natural decline in muscle mass. Starting around age 30, women lose about 3 to 8% of their muscle mass per decade, unless they regularly strength train. Muscle is metabolically active. It burns calories even when you're resting. So when muscle decreases, your metabolism slows down. That means the same meals and snacks that were fine in your 20s and early 30s can now lead to weight gain, especially around the belly. This is one reason many women say, "I didn't change anything, but I'm gaining weight." Increased stress also plays a huge role. Women in their mid-30s and 40s often face peak stress levels, balancing career as family, financial responsibilities, aging parents, and hormonal shifts all at once. Chronic stress raises the hormone cortisol. High cortisol specifically promotes fat storage around the midsection. It also increases cravings for sugary and high-fat foods, which is why stress eating becomes more common. Insulin resistance tends to increase with age too. As the body becomes less sensitive to insulin, it has a harder time managing blood sugar. Higher insulin levels encourage the body to store more fat, especially visceral fat. When belly fat increases, insulin resistance worsens even more, creating a loop that makes it harder to lose weight. Lifestyle changes also contribute. Most adults become more sedentary, especially with desk jobs, childcare responsibilities, and less time for themselves. Sleep quality often drops, and research shows poor sleep increases the hunger hormone ghrelin and decreases leptin, which makes cravings stronger and appetite harder to control. All these small daily habits accumulate and lead to belly fat over time. So how do you reverse belly fat after 35? The good news is that research clearly shows it's absolutely possible, and you, Dan T, need extreme diets or crazy workouts. The first and most effective strategy is strength training. Lifting weights or doing resistance exercises at least 3 times a week helps rebuild muscle, increase your metabolism, and reduce visceral fat. Focus on big muscle groups like legs, glutes, and back. Studies show that women who strength train consistently can significantly decrease belly fat even without cutting calories. The second key is increasing protein intake. Most women don't get enough. Aim for around 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Protein keeps you full, stabilizes blood sugar, supports muscle rebuilding, and helps prevent further metabolic slowdown. Improving insulin sensitivity is the next step. Reducing refined carbs and sugary foods is crucial. Replace them with whole grains, beans, lentils, lean proteins, and plenty of vegetables. Some women also benefit from time-restricted eating, something simple like a 12-12 or 14-10 fasting window, which can help the body regulate insulin more effectively. Managing cortisol is just as important. This doesn't mean eliminating stress. That's impossible, but learning to regulate it. Getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, walking outdoors, deep breathing, light stretching, and reducing caffeine in the afternoon all help lower cortisol levels. Even simple habits like taking a 10-minute walk after meals can improve blood sugar and reduce belly fat, Another powerful habit is increasing daily movement. You don't need intense cardio. Just walking 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day has been shown to significantly reduce abdominal fat. Walking improves insulin sensitivity, reduces cortisol, and supports fat burning without stressing the body. The important thing to remember is this: gaining belly fat after 35 is not a sign of failure or lack of discipline. It's the result of real hormonal, metabolic, and lifestyle shifts that every woman experiences. But with the right habits, strength training, better protein intake, improved insulin control, lower cortisol, and simple daily movement, you can rebalance your body, lose belly fat, and feel strong and energized again.